Here come your Rockets!
This program is supported by advertising. Rocket Football appreciates these local partners: Mark Williams Land Team at Whitetail Properties, Riley Tool and Machine, Par 4 Plastics, Curnel Ag, Full Body Fitness Studio, Yarborough Tabor Goodwin Insurance, Farmers Bank and Trust, Hodges Sports and Apparel, Deer Lakes Golf Course, Livingston Hospital, Seaplant Federal Credit Union, Frazer Law Firm, Cobie Evans and Bart Frazer, Darrick Myers, Johnson's Furniture and Appliance, First United Bank, Gilbert Funeral Home, and Beavers Heating and Air. Go Rockets!
All right, Rocket football fans, here we are, week 9 of the season, and it gets real from here on out, as if it hadn't been real. At least last weekend was pretty real, wasn't it? We're going to talk a lot about that. That was a pretty incredible football game. We got some of the main participants here, so we want to welcome to the show today the guy everybody calls Pointy. Brayden Poindexter, and that's Brayden with an E at the end. I mean a Y at the end, an E at the end, a Y in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have Brayden Brandsassy, and if you can spell Brandsassy, you're in pretty good shape. But if you have to spell his first name, it has a Y and a Y and an I, and you have a Y and an E. Anyway, of course we have Coach Courtney, the Hall of Famer. And little Pointy, Conner Poindexter, he's a backup quarterback, heir apparent to Quinn Summers, and he's actually had to be in there. Has at least one W under your belt this year, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about last week's game and this week's game, and look at the. First of all, what I want to do is I want to start off by looking at the standings, because everybody, everywhere I go around town, who are we going to play in the playoffs? Well, we don't know just yet. We have one more district game to play, and that'll be this Friday night at home against Caldwell County. And if Crittenden and Caldwell in the rivalry enough,
that's right.
And now here we've got all the marbles on this. Well, I guess in a district, when you have Mayfield in your district playing for second place is I mean, most years is about the best you can hope for. As difficult as it is to say, we beat them when you played 2 times in one season. But Mayfield sits atop the district standings. They're 7-1 overall, 4-0 in the district. Then us and Caldwell are tied with 3 wins apiece. We're both 3-1, so we come into this. Whoever wins this game will have home field advantage. We win this, chances are we're going to play at home against McLean County. Wait, you read it, Coach?
Yep.
And then if we can't get past Caldwell and end up finishing third in the district. Well, if we can't.
Oh, if we can't
get past Caldwell, we finish third in the district, and that would put us at Hancock County probably, the opening round of playoffs. So that sets that scenario for all those who have been asking all week. Coach Courtney, let's just open up. First of all, talk about these 2 guys. We'll start with the senior. I mean, he's the guy, man. He's on defense.
Yeah. I mean, he's been the guy for a while, and I hate to lose him. He's the guy that I go to for everything. Everybody knows he's my quarterback on the defensive side of the ball, and I put a lot on him, and he always responds. What he knows as a high school football player is really impressive, and the way he's able to take in the coaching and help other guys, get to the right spots. You can tell that a lot about a player. There's a lot of good players, but the best ones, can help others become better. And when he goes out, you can see it, and it's no knock on anyone else. We've seen it last week when he's out a little bit.
Sure did.
Things go crazy. I mean, we can't even get lined up anymore. This is a testament to him and how much he's the quarterback of the defense. He's getting people lined up. He's helping them with their assignments. And I give him a ton of calls and a ton of responsibility, and he handles them all really well. And not only his own, he has to handle everybody. So, and then just the leader that he is, the young man that he is, you can't beat him as far as the kid and the work ethic. And he's here every day ready to work and whatever the team needs, ultimate team guy. So, just a great player, great young man.
Mm-hmm. I want to kind of add on a little bit to what you just said over there Friday night against Fort Campbell. We were having a little tough time stopping number 23 anyway, but he was getting 4, 5, 6, 7 yards. And he breaks under that, but when Pointy went out of that game. And I mean, I started writing down 14, 16, 18, and I'm like, gosh, man, we got to get Pointy back in and over there. It didn't look like he was coming back. I didn't think know either. And I thought, we were in trouble. But when he came back second half, things changed.
Yeah, it definitely helped.
Things changed.
We came out in the halftime, and he said, I think I can play just defense. And I was like, well, that's all we need. If we can get you out there for defense, that's a big deal. So
let's look at his stats. 93 total tackles through 8 games. Yeah, that's pretty nice average right there, young man. 7 tackles for loss. 64 of those are solos. Then offense, man, I'm telling you what. Now he's made some key catches this year, and has he dropped the ball all year?
I don't know.
Have you dropped the ball? I think you caught everything that's thrown. Did you?
The ball.
I dropped it, but I fumbled it twice.
Well, I mean, catching the ball. Yeah. I mean, so
that was early in the year, though. Too. What was it? First 2? Very early.
He's got 73 yards receiving on 5 catches. 73 yards on 5 catches. But yeah, this seems like you catch every one of them. Coach Court, talk about Conner a little bit, man. He's been through the fire this year too.
Yeah, stepped in, did a good job. He helps us. He's a guy that you could see on defense too. They're very similar as far as just what they bring as far as people, and that kind of always translates to the football field. Both hardworking. Everything I said about Brayden, you can say about Conner. Always there to scout team, ready to help the team, and then when his number got called, he was ready to help the team in that way too. There's no doubt that he's going to have a great career here. He's just kind of been behind one that's very good. So just kind of waiting his turn and doing everything the team asks, just like you would want him to do. So, just great Poindexters, both of them, just great kids and great coaching and guys you can win with just because what they're willing to do as far as anything for the team.
Now, I know did you get 2 starts? Have you had 2 starts this year or you had 1 start?
Union, I don't know if you can count that as a start.
Because we started in the single wing.
Went to the ground game.
I don't know how that counts, but definitely the Webster was a start.
Yeah, and did very well. I mean, 16 for 24 passing, 16 for 24 with a touchdown, 153 yards in those games. Not too bad for a guy that and just like Quinn. I mean, Quinn sat back there behind or on the sideline. He wasn't sitting. I mean, he was always doing something and learning the offense, and but played behind Micah Newcomb. And then when he got his turn to get out there, it was just seamless.
Yeah, that's kind of. And then Micah was behind Luke until the juniors. We've had a lot of 2-year sits and ready to go the junior year. So he's kind of just keeping right where he should be. As
we said last week on the show, we've done a better job of producing quarterbacks than the flagship University of Kentucky does. They've got a pretty decent one now.
He's pretty good. I was pretty impressed with him last week.
Yeah, we saw him, of course, playing against Mayfield a couple of years ago. Pretty good quarterback.
Shows you how good Mayfield's defense is too. Because Mayfield won that game.
They did, yeah. So let's talk just a little bit about last week's game. Let me break out some things. This guy right here, 8 solo tackles. Now, that's in 3 quarters. Okay?
Yeah.
3 quarters, he had 8 solo tackles, 5 assists, and a TFL. And I wished I had my little stat sheet with me because I can show you just by looking at what the number 20 Dickerson boy was gaining when he was in the game.
Yeah.
And maybe not making all tackles, but just like you said, making everything else run smooth. So talk a little bit about that game, Coach. It was the greatest comeback in Crittenden County program history. We were down 29-7.
Yeah.
And came back and won that football game 42-31. And really, we shut them out the second half. The only points they got by penalty from us. So it was just handing them 2 points.
Right.
Because we had a holding in the end zone. There was everything in that game.
Yeah, it was a wild game. A lot of plays when you wrote down, I don't know, 51 rushes and 26 passes or something like that. It was an insane number of plays that they were able to run offensively. That was
Yes,
the
they
biggest
had
one.
51 rushes and threw the ball 26 times.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And most of it was in the
Those
first
numbers-
half.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of plays.
They had 16 first downs in,
Yeah.
in the first half. There's a lot of times we'll go 2 games and
Yeah.
barely get that.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. And I at one time, I heard you in the first half. I mean, you turned and said, well, I don't know what can we do?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it was just like we can't
Yeah.
get them stopped. Everything we tried.
Yeah.
It was like shooting ourselves in the foot.
Yeah.
Turn the ball over.
Yeah.
Defense would hold. Talk
Yeah.
about the defense. I mean, really, they bowed up in the back in that game.
Yeah, I thought we did in the red zone. Like
That's
we
right.
didn't play
Yes.
very good in the field, honestly. Even in the second half, at times we gave up chunks. But when we got backed up in the red zone, which is huge for us, because it's not something we've historically done well since I've been here. We've kind of struggled in the red zone. But I don't know what changed. I talked to the team. Some of them, I think he was one of them I talked about. I don't know what changes down there because nothing personnel was changing, no plays were changing. We just started stopping them down there for whatever reason. I don't know if we recognize, we got to get a stop here. We're getting down, and just a sense of urgency there. But we did a really good job on the goal line. A couple takeaways down there in the red zone. I don't know if the fumble was. I would say it was, though, and definitely the interception. Being able to get 4 goal line stops down there and just started playing better when our back was against the wall. So, and even on the extra point field goals, those were huge. It didn't turn out to be that way in the score, but blocking 2 kicks kept things within 2 possessions in the first half. Like those plays, we didn't quit playing. We didn't play very well at times, especially. But we never quit. Our execution was just really, really bad on both sides of the ball early. I think we had 6 turnovers. The way that we count them anyway, counting them on the special teams. So we had 6 turnovers. I mean, and the amount of plays they had. I mean, that shows you when you get somebody the ball 6 times, that is tough to come back from. Like you said, like I don't know what to do if we can't hang on to the ball, or if we can't get the snap, like that. We're all just looking at each other. What is going on?
Everything you do that you know to do,
right?
It's not everything's going against you.
Yeah. And I know it's easy to say now, but I did have a sense of confidence that things were going to slow down. Eventually, like that's why I talked about halftime. Everything bad that could happen has happened. There's no way we could play worse. If we laid down on the field and just sit there, we'd play better. At least we'd keep the ball. That's what I told them. I was like, so don't worry about it. Come out here, be excited. Go out here, you're going to come back. We got it within 2 possessions, and they took it and ran with it. So there was a lot of sense of relief that you played that bad and you were down 14 going into half. I felt really good at halftime. After we scored, I'm not going to say I was a little bit iffy before when we were down 22, but when we got it to 14 or 16 and then got it to 14, I felt really good where we were at halftime, believe it or not.
Yeah. That game was so important because it gets us to where we are today.
Right. Oh, that would have been a huge loss.
A huge loss. I mean,
you're looking at playing the 4 seed.
Yeah, you're being 4 seed going to OCATH opening round.
Right.
Which obviously knows been a graveyard, and it's a graveyard for a lot of teams when you have to go up there. Number 1 team in Class 2A right now.
Right.
Just an incredible football game. Who had those blocks? I don't remember seeing
block
those.
kicks?
Yeah, the block kicks. I don't think I got
Jay
those.
Stevenson got one, and I believe Keegan got the other one. It was Keegan and Gary were right there. Yeah. Keegan is who I put down the stats. I meant to ask him today. They didn't argue it though, so I said it was right. Jay was definitely one, and Keegan and Gary both were up there to block, and it was hard to see whose hand hit it.
Yeah, it's just one of those guys.
Yeah.
So, anything else about that game? You want to talk about the players of the game?
Yeah, we can talk about players of the game. Caden was offense. He just came up with really big plays for us. The play before the half was, like I said, huge. The interception in the goal line was huge. Just big plays. 4th down, and Quinn just kind of trusts him and just throws it straight in the air on a 1-yard pass. When that ball went in there, I was like, oh, my God. Like, it was just – I just couldn't believe that was the play and how it worked out down there on the 1-yard line. But he comes down with it. Just made some really key plays. I don't know how else to say it, but just very, very timely and key plays that we had.
Was it the last one he caught in the end zone? I mean, he was wrapped up by the defender.
Yeah. Was it the one when they threw it real high?
No, it was a difference on the other end, I think.
I'm not sure.
I mean, he was the guy. He was just had him completely wrapped up.
I remember the 4th one, honestly. But just really big plays, and Quinn did a really good job giving him opportunities to make those plays. Obviously,
Yeah, maybe it was the one before that.
Maybe it was. I can't really remember. And then defensively was Joe. Joe played really well. Had a lot of tackles.
Joe Bumpus.
Yeah. Also caused a huge fumble and recovered it down there on the goal line. We really were having trouble stopping them. Kind of like if one or two more things go wrong, like if we don't get that interception or if we don't get that fumble on the goal line, I don't know if we win the game. It was going to get too out of hand. So just very timely key plays for him as well.
Now,
he also got the 4th down stop. On the midfield when it was like 4th and whatever 1, and he gets the tackle in the backfield. So just really timely defensive plays for him as well.
But there was a period in the game early on. I thought you was getting very skinny.
yeah.
I mean, there at one point you pulled him over the sideline and took him out for a minute.
Yeah, I do that.
So that just shows you how things can turn around, and some people respond to that.
Yeah, and that's not. Yeah, I'm not giving all my secrets away to Joe, but it's not because I don't believe in Joe. It's the exact opposite.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's just exact. I just felt like he needed to wake up a little bit, and I felt like he did. So
and he did.
Well. And some guys you can coach like that, as you know, and some guys you can't, and you can coach him like that, and he responds well to it. So really proud of him. Freshman, defensive player of the game, playing that physical, making those types of plays. That's big.
Talk a little bit about Bumpus. You were on defense with him, and is he the heir apparent to this crown that you have as the defensive stopper?
Yeah, I mean, Joel came in. At the beginning of the year, I thought he was going to be pretty decent, just knowing that he's been more athletically gifted than most. And he didn't start right away. I think it was Aiden, probably.
Yeah, Aiden was starting right
away. Yeah, it was Aiden at first. And then Joel came in, had some good games, and he flat out earned the starting spot, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, it's helpful knowing that you got some other backers out there helping you, and just like, okay, if I'm here, I know there's going to be someone here to help make a tackle with me. And so I think Joel's definitely came into that. I think he can be pretty good if he really wants to.
I like him. He's a good player. Yeah. And then special teams.
Eli, that big play. He played the ball
return.
well too, with the big kickoff return. I was just telling him it was time for somebody to make a play. We just needed one person to make a play, and he did that early. And I expected that to kind of, in my mind, that was like, okay, here we are. We've arrived, and now we're going to do what we're supposed to do. Not the way it worked out, but at the time it seemed huge. It was like the play that was going to get us, on the right foot. We just needed one guy to make one play. He broke a ton of tackles.
Sure, and they turned around and scored like 3 plays later.
Yeah, I think,
or maybe first play.
It
was,
it wasn't much. So didn't exactly happen the way. But anytime you can score on special teams, that's a huge play. And he always does a good job on special teams. We count on him on all of it. He's our punter. He's our second return guy in punt return. He runs down on kickoff, so he's got a lot of duty there on special teams. He does a good job.
Then Michael Counts 2 weeks in a row.
Michael Counts on fire. He had 4 decleats / roaches, so that means that he is putting people on their back, and that's what he was doing. I think that Todd County game and getting Player of the Week gave him a lot of confidence. He just rode it right over. And he played some key reps on defense when Sassy went out. He's who came in and replaced him and did really well at times. I could tell he's a little rusty, but being able to put him in there, and he was ready to go. He couldn't wait. Not that obviously that Sassy was hurt, but couldn't wait to get an opportunity to get back in there on defense because he hadn't got to play much defense in a while. Did a good job there too. So overall, just a good night for him. Another guy that mentioned Aiden, and he was on mine. Man, Aiden was huge for us. Aiden Musser, who comes in and filled in for Sassy when he got hurt. Oh man, he played extremely well. For asking him to do that job and not hardly got. If you're behind Sassy, you're not getting many reps ever, and just coming in there getting hardly no reps. Extremely aggressive, did a really good job, and made some really key blocks. He was the kick out on the touchdown for Quinn, kind of to finish the game off there. I was really proud of the way he came in there and played offensively. Really, really proud.
How's Sassy doing?
Sassy broke his forearm, but we expect Sassy to
tape him up.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Sassy.
I expected him to be back too.
Yeah.
Put a cast on him. He'll be ready to go.
Yeah, plan on casting him up on Tuesday and be ready to roll from.
I figured he would.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Connor, you ever seen anybody as tough as Sassy? Is he tougher than your brother?
Maybe.
I think Sassy's pretty tough.
Yeah, Sassy's tough.
He's a tough kid. All right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a little break, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to talk about Caldwell County.
This program is supported by advertising. Rocket Football appreciates these local partners: Mark Williams Land Team at Whitetail Properties, Riley Tool and Machine, Par 4 Plastics, Curnel Ag, Full Body Fitness Studio, Yarborough Tabor Goodwin Insurance, Farmers Bank and Trust, Hodges Sports and Apparel, Deer Lakes Golf Course, Livingston Hospital, Seaplant Federal Credit Union, Frazer Law Firm, Cobie Evans and Bart Frazer, Darrick Myers, Johnson's Furniture and Appliance, First United Bank, Gilbert Funeral Home, and Beavers Heating and Air. Go Rockets!
Conner Poindexter, sophomore, quarterback, Marion, Kentucky.
He's a sophomore, linebacker, running back, Marion, Kentucky. Camden Nash, sophomore, invert, receiver, tight end, and I live in Mattoon, Kentucky.
Adrian Berry, sophomore, kicker, Marion, Kentucky.
Hunter Curnel, sophomore, invert, right tackle, Marion, Kentucky. Wyatt Gibson, sophomore, receiver, corner, and I live in Crittenden County.
Johnny Trammell, sophomore. I'm a nose guard and center, and I'm from Fredonia.
Parker Phillips, sophomore, center, nose guard, Metzen.
All right, we're back. We're going to talk about Caldwell County now. This is a team that's, they've kind of had their way with us over the years, but we're, I think it's 12 and 45 overall.
I'm sure.
But now we've won 2 of the last 3. They got us over there last year, 36-27. So in this game, they're coming in. They're kind of on a roll. They've lost 2 games. They lost to Mayfield and Union County this year. It's only 2 games they've lost. So they're gonna. You know what they're gonna do? Tell us what they're gonna do, Coach.
They're going to. I mean, they got a number 2 who's a very good player, offensively and defensively. Very impressive kid. They're going to get him the ball. They're going to hand it to him. They're going to throw it to him some. The quarterback's really good player, really strong arm kid that can also run it. So they're going to be in the spread, but they'll go with some 2-back stuff, especially get number 2 back there. They also have a number 7 running back who I believe just came back to football this year. Really explosive kid, really good athlete, can make a lot of plays. So in various ways, they're going to find ways to get those 3 guys the ball. And defensively, their attack defense, really impressed with them defensively and how much they've improved, I feel like, from last year. I think they're really, really solid at all 3 levels of the defense. Bring a lot of pressure. We'll play different coverages to it, and not scared to play man and bring the house. So very attack-style defense, and I'm really impressed with how they play on both sides of the ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, guys, you mentioned, of course, the quarterback's Dalen Lander. He's thrown for just over 1,000 yards.
He has a cannon. An absolute cannon.
12 touchdowns.
Yeah, if you watch him, he can roll out, step back, and then throw it 55 yards. He just flicks it and it goes 50 yards. He has unreal strong arm, unreal.
And you mentioned number 2, Cameron Wilson. He's their leading rusher and their leading receiver.
He's the man.
He's an athlete.
Yeah, he's the man. He is an absolute beast. Really, really like him as a player. What he does on both sides of the ball, but catching the ball, running the ball, he's extremely hard to tackle. Teams have him bottom up, 3 or 4 guys there, and just gets out of it.
Well,
and physically,
I was going to say, all you got to do is stop him. Looks like he may be in pretty good shape. He scored 15 of their touchdowns.
That's right. If you're right, if we could stop him, I would say that'd be the first thing.
He's one of those guys that you don't.
It's easy to say.
Try to contain him a little bit. Then I think you mentioned also the Colson. Colson Maddox. Yeah, that's a name I don't really recognize, and I guess he'd been out a little bit.
The kids might know better, but I believe he took some years off of football and just came back. But really impressive player, especially with it, I believe, being his first year of high school football. Really, really nice player.
Yeah. And then, oddly enough, the Wilson boys are leading tackler, too.
That's what I'm telling you. He's a 2-way player, middle linebacker, and defensively, their linebacker duo is nice. The Roach kid is number 9, who's very good, too. So, they're good everywhere defensively, but I'd say their strengths, those 2 guys in the middle.
Yeah. What do you got? What about Caldwell? What do we got to do to beat them this time? I mean, we got them 2 out of the last 3 years, Pointy, you've been on the right side of it a couple of times. What do we have to do?
Not play like Fort Campbell, at least.
At least first half.
Yeah, at least first half. We're just going to have to come out with the right mindset. I mean, we're just going to have to come out that we're going to dominate and we're going to give it all we got. We're going to execute and just do just about everything perfect, really.
You know, Coach said that they've got a quarterback with a cannon and a guy that can go catch the ball. We got those too, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've got some guys that can make plays, and if we can kind of keep them in check, we win this football game.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a really good game. I mean, we're about as even as it comes. I mean, you just look at the records, pretty close record, close in district play. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I'm really excited.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anybody that you're seeing that's really, you know, we've talked about Bumpus, who's really stepped up his game. Who's some of the other guys that seldom get their names mentioned that you're out there with and you see them? It may be somebody that comes in and fills a spot every now and then that just you don't lose much.
I mean, I think Counts is
Michael Counts
really. I think he's picked it up. I mean, I've been proud of him. He hasn't been complaining about nothing. He's been going in and giving it all he's got, and I've just been proud of that.
Mm-hmm.
And Azariah,
that's one I was thinking.
He's stepped in. He started last week and I think the week before, and I mean, he got defensive player game against Todd County, and then stepped in, played some good minutes in Fort Campbell. So I mean, I think he's really stepped up.
Mm-hmm. Those two come to mind,
Mm-hmm.
and Musser.
Yeah, Musser.
I think you got to throw him in that mix too,
especially what he did offensively last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and when he goes out, he's the guy that's got to fill his shoes. And those are big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
Hayden Hughes. He's a good one, but he's a freshman, but he's important. We need him sometimes at receiver. We need him at DB. We need him on special teams. He's an important guy that you don't talk much about, which he's a freshman. Caden Harrington really runs down on special teams too. Another guy that's been making a lot of plays. Kickoff for us all year. That guys that you don't ever mention, but makes a lot of tackles for us on kickoff special teams. So.
You know, somebody we don't talk about a lot, and you know, you take these guys for granted sometimes, is Mitchell Brown. You know, he's automatic. I believe he tied or broke the record for sophomores.
Tied it for the sophomore.
Tied it for most extra points for a sophomore.
Yeah.
Andy breaks that down. Andy Hunt, our stat, puts all that stuff, breaks it down to each year, and those kids. I mean, it's motivation.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, that's a really good point. You're right, because when things are going well, as in the kicking game, you don't really think about it.
Yeah.
And punting too. Like both sides have been going pretty well for us, and you know, you just kind of take it for granted. But yeah, he's been great, been automatic. There's a couple of situations last week where, we're down 3 going in there to score, and we were kind of getting to field goal range. And I'm like, be ready. And he was ready. He already had his block in his hand. And then the next drive, we were up 4, and it was another situation where we could put it to 7. And I was like, be ready again. He already had it there. So he's ready to get out there. He's excited to kick a field goal.
Yeah, he wants one.
Yeah.
He wants that.
We would like to score touchdowns. Yeah. But there's times to do it. And if those times come in, then we'll definitely definitely trust him to do it.
And, of course, Eli Lavelle, and he's your rugby-style punter. And
really he's done great.
He has done great.
He took over for Quinn when Quinn got hurt, and just done a magnificent job, but we just kept him there. So, and Quinn's good at it, too. Quinn got some reps last week. They both can do it really well.
There was one play, I think, during the Fort Campbell game. I thought he was going to mix a little something special in there and do something with it. But
I thought he was, too.
He put it away. Yeah, put it away. Connor, I want to ask you this. What's it like playing with your brother? I know there's some time or two when you've asked me to move some of his stats over into your category or something like that. I don't know. You asked me something one day.
Well, the only pass I've thrown to him this season, he fumbled it.
Was there a discussion about that at home afterwards or at breakfast the next morning?
Oh, yeah, because I was like, if you didn't fumble that, I would have got another touchdown.
So, do you ride to school with him every day? And so y'all are pretty good pals. Y'all get along for brothers.
Yeah, for the most part.
Y'all ever fight? Y'all ever get into it a little bit? All brothers do that.
There's no reason for it.
But do y'all, I mean, on the weekends or something, do you take him around and let him hang out with you, or is that kind of off limits?
We're already mostly together anyways. Either we're out working on the farm or just taking the day off because, we just had a football game. So,
yeah.
No, we're usually always together pretty much, at least now that I can drive.
What about out on the farm? I mean, does he pull his load?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's definitely grown into it. I mean, I'll tell you, hauling square bales is a lot easier when you got 3 people that can do it easily now. Yeah. And so, yeah, he's definitely grown from freshman to sophomore year, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. What's it going to be like next year without Big Brother on the team?
It'll finally be like my team.
Yeah.
Not in his shadow anymore.
Yeah.
We have to go out with your parents again next year? I didn't think about that. He's gone.
Well,
you have your
I'll
license
have my license.
Okay, you'll have
because they changed it to the 15.
Gotcha.
That's a big thing when you get your license and be able to drive to practice.
Yeah.
It's big anyway,
Right.
But just being able to go to practice and, man, the relief it takes your parents. I mean, it's a big burden, no question. Especially when you got kids that play everything.
Right.
You're constantly at midnight driving up to school and picking them up sometime, from the bus or something. All right, Coach Courtney, let's close this out. What do we have to do to get this game and have home field advantage? Because that's what we're after. We want to play a home game in the playoffs. It's deer season the next day.
Yeah.
For goodness' sake,
Yeah,
we'll be
close.
home for deer season.
I'm with you. I don't care nothing about deer season. But I'm 100% with you. Yeah, we got to play well. Caldwell's a good football team. It's going to come down to what most of them come down to. They're physical. We got to meet their physicality. I don't think that we're playing nearly as physical as that we're capable of. I think in order for us to be in this game, we're going to have to meet the physicality and not just let them punt us in the mouth. And then taking care of the ball, I think that's going to be a huge stat. When games are tight like this, I think the matchup's pretty tight. I think it's going to be who can take care of the football and who can take it away. I think if somebody can get the plus in that category, it'll play a big part in this game. Another thing is handling their kicking game. That kicker, and I think we talked about him a little bit last year, he's unreal. Field goal range and kickoff bothers me more than anything, just because he can pin you deep so far. Field position is going to be huge. We're going to have to execute really well on special teams, not to get backed up a lot and not to bend but not breaks good. Sometimes, especially with teams that don't kick it, but this guy will make you pay. I mean, I don't know how deep his deepest is, but you get inside there in the 30, I'd say he's in range. Mm-hmm. Deep 40s anyway, like 45, I'd say he's, So we got to be careful not to give up a lot of field goals also.
Yeah, just looking at on paper, of course I haven't seen them, but it doesn't look like they make a lot of mistakes. I mean, they kind of don't beat themselves.
They play very well. Yeah. Very well. Yeah. I think that's a big difference. I think they're playing better than we're playing, and I think that's a big reason of it. If they're taking care of the ball and we're not, and they're able to take it away, and we're not taking away as much as we should. So I think that's a big part of it.
Yeah. Well, this will be a key week. Any special events at this game?
Well, it's senior night.
Yeah, senior night.
It even adds more to it.
Yeah, so and that's also recognition for all fall sports.
That's
a
good question. They're welcome to, and I believe so. But sometimes volleyball and soccer do it, and sometimes they don't. I'm just not 100% sure. They're absolutely welcome to do it if they want to. But they've already had theirs, so sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. Yeah. It's just up to them. So whatever they decide to do.
Yeah, and just to kind of look at and leapfrog this game this week, just kind of let everybody know that this is the last home game. So our last game of the season will be on the road over at Hop Central. So you want to get out there and see this last regular season game of the Rockets. The weather's beautiful to be out.
Yeah.
We pray that doesn't rain or anything. It doesn't look like it. It looks like it's going to be all right.
Good.
And so it's a great time to be out. Come support these guys. They love it when those stands are full, don't you? Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just a feel. I want to just take a step back. I want to go back because we want to talk about going over to Fort Campbell. Now, I got rubbed a little wrong, and I know you did too.
Yeah.
There's got to be something done about this because it's too difficult to get in on that base to play, and it's not fair when it affects a team like it did to us. And I feel 100% sure it affected us because it took us an hour to get through the gate there at gate 4. Yeah. And then we got in, and it's time to play almost. And it's their homecoming. So they're on the field. We don't get to do much at all to warm up. So, our warm up was the first half, effectively, and it didn't go so well. But once we got warmed up, we got on them.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's tough. I mean, there's no excuses to how we play. Like I told you, I'm not making an excuse to that. But something does need to change. And to be fair, Fort Campbell's coaches was as mad as I was, and their AD, and they were who come and helped us out.
The school is not
the school's
to blame.
not fault. Football, they're just as frustrated as us, because I would say they assume that people are not going to want to come there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it's not good for them either.
No.
Like, it's
not.
I don't know who. I don't even know who that is to blame. But whoever that is at those gates or whatever, I don't know how it works. But there is an issue there.
Out of fairness, it's a military base.
Of
We
course,
want it to
of
be
course,
secure.
of course.
But if it's not feasible to play high school sports on there and make access somewhat reasonable, then let's move it off the base.
Right, exactly.
Move it off the base.
Yeah.
And everything will be fine.
Right.
Everything will be fine.
Yeah.
So that's our commentary for this week. We don't usually do that, but tonight we just felt compelled. All right. Anyway, we'll see you Friday night, 7 p.m., Rocket Stadium, last home game of the year. Get out there. See these Rockets. They got a chance to secure home field advantage.
This program is supported by advertising. Rocket Football appreciates these local partners: Mark Williams Land Team at Whitetail Properties, Riley Tool and Machine, Par 4 Plastics, Curnel Ag, Full Body Fitness Studio, Yarborough Tabor Goodwin Insurance, Farmers Bank and Trust, Hodges Sports and Apparel, Deer Lakes Golf Course, Livingston Hospital, Seaplant Federal Credit Union, Frazer Law Firm, Cobie Evans and Bart Frazer, Darrick Myers, Johnson's Furniture and Appliance, First United Bank, Gilbert Funeral Home, and Beaver Seating and Air. Go Rockets!